So with the meme coin bull run just getting started with projects like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, FLOKI, Bonk, Pepe, Dog with Hat, going upwards of 200, 300% and rallying in the billions of dollars of market cap, everyone wants to know, are they too late? Is now the best time to get involved in the crypto market? And what is the best crypto to buy now for 2024? In my past few videos, I've talked about the top 3 sectors in crypto that I think are going to perform the best, which is gaming, artificial intelligence, and meme coins. And you saw it happen in 2021 with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and now you're seeing the conversation shift to the next meme coin to buy now. Now, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you, the difference between Shiba Inu and FLOKI for those of you guys that have asked us, and which project I am the most bullish on by the end of this video. Now, quick disclaimer, I do hold some of the cryptocurrencies that I talk about in these videos because I'm only going to talk about the stuff that I believe will do well. If I'm making a video about something that won't do well, I just won't make that video. I only talk about the stuff morally that I think can perform well and make you guys the most amount of money. Now, disclaimer though, there's no guarantees that any of these projects are going to make you any money because you obviously understand you're a full-grown adult. I don't have to insult your intelligence. Crypto is very, very risky, and most people lose money for various reasons because they operate off of emotion. They don't look at the charts. They don't watch these videos all the way to the end, and they panic sell or they panic buy, or they wait to get in at the end of the market. They're buying the tops, and then they're used as exit liquidity. So the goal of these videos is to show you when I believe we're at the bottom of the market, the middle of the market, the top of the market, based on key technical analysis indicators, and also the fundamentals of these projects that elevate them from the rest of the competition, so you can have a diversified portfolio into high conviction plays that you believe will do well. So as always, consult a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. These videos are purely for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. So with that being said, if you're excited for this bull run, comment 777. If you're feeling blessed, comment 777. If you're feeling bullish, comment 777. If you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So when we look at the top meme tokens by market capitalization, the market cap of all meme coins is about $60 billion, and Dogecoin sits at about $24 billion market cap. Shiba Inu is in second place at 19.8, then Pepe at 3.6. FLOKI has just recently passed Bonk and Dog with Hat, and it's coming next for Pepe. Now, the real question is, how much further will these meme coins rally in? There's a lot of them, right? So which ones do we choose here? Because there's large caps, there's mid caps, and there's small caps. And so in terms of a portfolio diversification strategy, 80% of my portfolio is in large cap, high conviction plays in the 3 industries that I believe are going to do very, very well, which is, gaming, artificial intelligence, and I believe meme coins are going to be one of the biggest retail performers. Now, the real key here to look at is what happened last bull run and what is most likely to happen this bull run based on total market cap of this whole industry and how much of the meme coin sector will absorb from that. So when we look at Shiba Inu last bull run, we can see that it did a $43.5 billion market cap, and right now it's sitting at $19.8 billion market cap. Now, FLOKI just recently had a massive run up, so people are thinking that it's too late for this project or they're getting in late. Now, when we look at the all, it passed the previous high by a few billion of 483 million. And this project is on a tear. It is coming for the top spot. And why is that happening? And what are they doing to cause this to happen? Because over the past one day, it's up another 16%. I made a video about FLOKI at like a 1 point something billion dollar market cap, and it's up 2x since there. So what's happening right now and what is causing this surge? We're going to talk about it in this video, and let's compare the two. So Shiba Inu, obviously when we click on market, it's listed on all of the top exchanges: Binance, Coinbase, OKX, Gate.io, KuCoin, Bybit, Kraken, etc. When we go to FLOKI and we click on market, we can see it's on Binance, OKX, Gate.io, KuCoin, Bybit, Uniswap. It's not listed on Coinbase yet, so their team is most likely working on that. So I could see that being a power play for FLOKI to get a lot of liquidity coming in. Coinbase has been pissing everybody off lately though, so they've been closing down when everyone wants to sell their Bitcoin, when Bitcoin's been rallying up past the all-time high. And coincidentally enough, Bitcoin crashes when Coinbase closes. So it's a lot of manipulation right there from the team over at Coinbase, which I don't think it's just a coincidence that they closed down when Bitcoin is rallying up that much. In my opinion, which I could be wrong here, it's either either because they don't have enough in reserve to cash out if people try and sell, or number two, they just want to make more money selling before retail can sell, so they just close their app, which I think is very, very shady. But nonetheless, if FLOKI gets listed on Coinbase Exchange, that would cause a massive pump in the market. Now, another thing that I noticed here is Shiba Inu is on Ethereum and FLOKI is also on Ethereum. However, FLOKI is also on the Binance Smart Chain, which if you've been swapping on Uniswap on Ethereum, the gas fees are astronomical right now. If you're trying to swap for like 500 or $1,000, you're having to pay like a $100 or $200 gas fee, and we're just barely starting this bull run. So the Binance Smart Chain has very, very low fees if you plan on using PancakeSwap. Now, in terms of tokenomics, FLOKI has a higher price, but that doesn't really matter because we need to look at the market cap and the supply. They both have deflationary models with burn mechanisms, and the total supply of Shiba Inu is 589, trillion tokens, whereas the total supply of FLOKI is only 9 trillion tokens. So that's why the price of FLOKI has one less decimal than Shiba Inu. So don't let the price fool you. We're going to get into the charts by the end of this video. I'm going to be talking about market cap and what the potential is for this project, but let's go to their websites and let's talk about the difference in utility. So a meme coin can start out as a joke or something funny, but in order to keep going, they need to have utility that drops in sequential periods to keep the community excited about what's coming next. Because in business, when you drop a product, there's a certain lifespan of emotional excitement that people can garner onto that, and then the emotion dies off, and then you need to have something else that you drop. And so that's what keeps these projects going. Now, Shiba Inu started because Shiba Inu's dog was the most popular dog in the world. And so the SHIB token is their key token, launched on Ethereum back in 2020. And then Bone is their ecosystem's governance token that had a 250 million supply. It empowered voting in the Doggy DAO, they called it, underpinning Shibarium, their proprietary layer 2 network. And then they launched Leash, which had about 107,000 tokens, and it was rewarding their ecosystem's loyalists with exclusive benefits. And so holders enjoyed perks like Bone Rewards, Shiboshi NFT minting access, and early entry to SHIB, the metaverse land sale that they did. Now they also have Shiba Swap, where you can swap different ERC20 tokens, similar to how you would use Uniswap. The option to provide liquidity to be able to earn Bone and rewards, NFTs, where you could buy, sell, and trade out their 10,000 unique Shiboshis. You could bury your Shiba Inu by staking your tokens to gain rewards. So they allow you to bury SHIB, bury Leash, and bury Bone. And so your rewards will be proportional to your contribution of the pool. So when you stake, let's say Shiba Inu, the main token, or you stake Leash or Bone, you receive X SHIB or X Leash or T-Bone, and these tokens represent your share of the pool. And Wolf rewards are what they're called. They're distributed every single week. So the longer your tokens are staked in the pool, the more returns you will receive, whereas frequent staking and unstaking will lower your long-term gain. So it's a good incentivization for long-term holding. So people aren't just buying the token and dumping it after a 2x. They're holding it because they want an APY. Now they have the Doggy DAO, where you can vote on your favorite pair to receive Bone. And then you could be able to farm tokens through the Wolf option right here, which I personally haven't done, but it adds extra liquidity for people in the crypto space that like to farm different tokens. So if you go to ShibTheMetaverse.io, they allow you to be able to buy land as an NFT. And if you check out the map, you can see they're doing something similar to what like Decentraland and Mana did on OpenSea, where you can look at these plots of land and buy them. Now, some people get excited about this. Other people don't really see the point, but it allowed extra utility to garner attention from the NFT community last bull run when NFTs went crazy. So they also created their Shiboshis, which are 10,000 Shiba Inu generated non-fungible tokens. And so in terms of their Shiba Inu metaverse, when Facebook changed the name to Meta, a lot of these companies started shifting over and then creating their marketing for it. So in terms of doing a good job with marketing, Shiba Inu, is top tier alongside with Dogecoin. That's why it's one of the top market cap projects in terms of marketing. But the real key that we need to look at, aside from just utility here, because they got a lot of different stuff going on with SHIB.io, Shiba Swap, their whole entire SHIB ecosystem, Shibarium, where you can stake tokens through one of the validator, earn rewards, buy and trade any of their NFTs. We need to look at other stuff like their audits and also where they're at on the charts in a little bit, because when you look at Shiba Swap on Certic, they got a 90.83, which is a AA. They're part of the top 10 percentile. If we look at FLOKI got a 91.93, which is a AA, also a part of the top 10 percentile. So just barely beat them by a little bit. And FLOKI is the utility token of the entire FLOKI ecosystem. So it's the Viking dog, and they're coming out with their Valhalla game, and it's already out right now for you guys to play the demo for it, where you can play and earn NFTs in the metaverse. You just go and you click Valhalla right here. You can select between the Battle Hub and Intro and Open World. And so if we go into the Open World right here, we get to choose where we want to start out. We just click confirm, And as you can see right here, it spawns us into the world and we could just run around. So it's kind of like World of Warcraft in a way. Obviously, World of Warcraft has more development behind it, but as you can see, this is available right now and it's just in the beta phase. And the real key here to understand is this game is powered by Unity, and of the top 1,000 mobile games, 70% plus were made with Unity. You know, I can interact with different features of the game just by pushing E, and you can see I can like purchase different stuff from the shops, and I'm able to interact with different players in this game. Now, right now, I don't really see anyone in here. So right now, the craze that's happening in the crypto space is institutional driven. And the growth of these projects right now is because of what's happening with companies like BlackRock, Van Eck, Fidelity coming into Bitcoin, and then that liquidity flowing right now into meme coins. So during the later stage of this bull run, when retail starts to come back and then they start to come in, play this game, interact with each other, they see that there's real utility here in the gaming sector. What they're going to do is they're going to look for the top gaming tokens by market capitalization. They're going to see IMX, and guess what number 2 is? It's FLOKI. So Dogecoin's not on here. Shiba Inu's not listed on here. It's the only meme coin in the top 10 in the gaming category. So in my opinion, that was a very, very smart move for FLOKI to position themselves in the gaming sector, even though the game is not the most top tier graphics. For games like Grand Theft Auto that have decades of development, they're just getting started with it. So there's a lot of potential there. And then also Shiba Inu has Bone and Leash, and right here on FLOKI's website, you can see TokenFi. Now Bone got a 74 out of 100, and it's in the bottom 5 percentile in terms of the CFTC audit, whereas TokenFi got an 86 out of 100. It's in the top 10 percentile. And when we go to CoinMarketCap and look at Bone, the market cap is at $266 million. The all-time high was $465 million. If we look at TokenFi, the all-time high is only $90 million, and it's its first bull run. And so the fact that TokenFi is the reward token for the FLOKI ecosystem, and it got an 86 out of 100 and is in the top 10 percentile from the CFTC audit, whereas Bone got a 74 out of 100 and is in the bottom 5 percentile. With under $100 million market cap, I'm more bullish on TokenFi than I am on Bone. Also, Bone is on Ethereum, whereas TokenFi is on Ethereum and the Binance Smart Chain, so lower gas fees. And when we look at the categories that TokenFi is listed under, it's under DeFi, smart contracts, DAO, social token, tokenized stock, governance, launchpad, analytics, generative artificial intelligence, real world assets, which is going to be big from what Larry Fink was talking about, DFW Labs portfolio, education, real estate, AI, big data, memes, research. So they're able to position themselves within different categories to be able to rank higher when retail comes back to research these projects. Now, I did a detailed deep dive on FLOKI for all their products and what they have that you guys can check out on this channel after this video, but they have a university, so that allows them to hit different verticals of education within the crypto space. FLOKI places for their physical merchandise like, shirts, hats, shoes, all that good stuff in their NFT marketplace. They have FLOKI prepaid cards. Well, I partner with Visa and MasterCard with the FLOKI token that you could use. And it's good with Apple Pay and Google as well. Their NFTs, their FLOKIFI, which is the future of decentralized finance. They have FLOKIFI Locker, where you can securely lock your LP tokens, fungible tokens, NFTs, and multi-tokens in a few clicks. They have over $142 million in total value locked. They're supported on 15 different blockchains. And they have staking for FLOKI, and they also have staking for TokenFi, similar to Shiba Inu, except the APYs are very, very good. You can see on the Ethereum chain, the current staking APY based on 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, and 4 years. And on the BNB chain, you could see for the same amount of time frame, the APY is a little bit different, but this incentivizes long-term holding massively, and that's why there hasn't been a big dump off yet. Whereas a lot of these other micro cap, small cap, and mid cap projects, they grow to like a $50 million or $100 million market cap, and then they just see a massive dump off because they're not incentivizing people to stake to earn APY. So the holders can rest assured that token staking is audited and monitored 24/7 by CFTC to ensure the security, so your tokens aren't just going to be stolen from you. So you guys can see the stats in terms of 18,000 plus holders, 800 million plus reached, 33.4 million plus staked out of the $80 million market cap. So nearly half is staked away, which is absolutely insane. So in terms of FLOKI staking, the APY is a little bit less because as the market cap of these projects grow, when they're smaller market cap, they can do a higher APY. But when more liquidity is in the project and more holders and more stakers, then the APY decreases. So that's actually a bigger incentive as the market cap's smaller for TokenFi, because if you lock your tokens away for 1 year to 4 years, you're earning anywhere from like 30% to 66%. With FLOKI, it's 10% to 20%. Now, as TokenFi's market cap grows, the APY is going to go down, but the staking is going to boost this project long term. Now, when we talk about marketing, on March 7th, just a few days ago, they took over the heart of New York City, and starting March 15th and running for a full 3 months, a digital billboard is going to cover 1,624 square feet of viewing space in Times Square, which is larger than the average home in Manhattan, according to Property Shark. And so they're saying a few interesting facts about Times Square. Every day, Times Square welcomes 330,000 visitors. 50 million people pass through Times Square annually, cementing its status as the busiest attraction in the United States. So in terms of like billboards, like driving down the freeway that no one pays attention to, this is where everyone is walking and they're looking up every single day. So this is part of their aggressive marketing campaign that they're going to be doing over the next few months. Just recently, a couple days ago, FLOKI is now trading on the biggest exchange in Singapore. 190 billion FLOKI tokens were burned. You can now trade FLOKI on Uphold just a few days ago. DFW Labs purchased $10 million worth in TokenFi to support the ecosystem. Now, if we look at their Twitter, SHIB token has 3.8 million followers, whereas FLOKI has 550,000 followers. And the main post right here is the Valhalla, their metaverse game, the official trailer, which is really well done. So in terms of marketing and branding, they're both doing an incredible job. The major key difference here that is going to excite the institutions, the market makers, the exchanges, early retail, and even late retail is the difference in market cap. Because when we look at Shiba Inu, the market cap is $19.6 billion right here on DEX tools on the Ethereum blockchain. And when we look right here on Ethereum, it's 1.59 billion. Now, obviously, some of that is over on Binance Smart Chain, so it's over 2 billion right now. But when we look at the chart right here, this reminds me of what happened to Shiba Inu last bull run when it just started its first breakout. Right here in October of 2021, when Bitcoin was going crazy, Shiba Inu rallied all the way up here, consolidated sideways, and saw a final blow off top before the bear market kicked in. And then obviously we saw, a massive sell-off during the bear market along with the rest of the crypto industry. And so what I'm looking at on the charts right now is a very similar breakout pattern forming where it broke from the high of February of 2023 and also the high of January of 2022. And we're just seeing the first breakout right now. So what I assume is going to happen, I could be wrong here, but with the rest of the markets rallying up, if Bitcoin breaks the all-time high, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit on the chart for what's happening with Bitcoin, the rest of the altcoin market, Bitcoin's dominance, then the meme coin market is going to rally astronomically. And we're going to see billions of dollars flow into the large cap projects. And because there's a massive difference between market cap and Shiba Inu and FLOKI, FLOKI has a lot more room to catch up, which is exciting for institutions in early retail. And so I would expect something like this to play out for FLOKI to continue to rally up with the rest of the market, then for us to see a consolidation phase, when Bitcoin starts to cool off, then money rotates into the top categories of gaming, AI, and meme coins. And then we see rallies like this take place over the course of, 1 week to 3 months roughly. And so then I would expect the market cap of this project to shoot up even more than where it is right now. It's at $2.7 billion. But if we compare it to Shiba Inu last bull run, Shiba Inu rallied upwards of $40 billion. So if there's going to be more money and more liquidity flowing in this bull run, and if Shiba Inu passes the all-time high of $40 billion, and let's say it goes to 50 billion or maybe upwards of $100 billion, which is very well possible if trillions of dollars flow into this industry. Well, if Shiba Inu sitting at $100 billion market cap, what do you guys think FLOKI would be sitting at? It's only at a $2.7 billion market cap. So I don't see why this project couldn't 20 to 50x from here towards the later stage of this bull run if we see Bitcoin pass the all-time high and go upwards of $150,000. Because when we look at Bitcoin to the US dollar right now on the weekly chart, we need to see a weekly candle body close above the all-time high. Right now, we're sitting just barely above the all-time high at $69,483. We wicked all the way above it, but on the weekly, if we close above this, then it's going to be game on for the altcoin market because the all-time high is at 1.7 trillion and we're only at $1.1 trillion. So while Bitcoin tests the all-time high, the altcoin market is lagging behind. And as you guys know what happens when Bitcoin peaks out, that money rotates into the altcoin market as Bitcoin's dominance drops. And so if we look at Bitcoin's dominance on the top of the chart and Bitcoin's price chart at the bottom to see when this takes place, well, at the top of the chart back here, you can see in February of 2017, Bitcoin's dominance was at 96%, meaning that Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, all altcoins only held 4% of the total market cap. Bitcoin was really the only asset that people felt confident holding. Then we saw a shift take place. That 2017 bull run is when we saw altcoins take off. Bitcoin passed, the high from 2013 right here in February of 2017, and then decisively it passed in April of 2017 as Bitcoin's dominance was dropping. Bitcoin's price was rallying up. So more liquidity was flowing into the market, which caused Bitcoin to go upwards of $19,000. But as that liquidity flowed in, more of the liquidity was going into the altcoin market. And that's when the top was in, Bitcoin's dominance dropped all the way down to 36% and altcoins went crazy. But when Bitcoin passed the all-time high, the dominance started to drop. Now, back in 2020, when Bitcoin passed the high of $20,000, the dominance peaked out at about 73, 74%, and then the dominance slowly started to drop after Bitcoin cooled off for less than a month, and by January of 2021, the altcoin market started to rally. And then when the top of the market for Bitcoin was in by November of 2021, Bitcoin's dominance was all the way down to like 30 to 40%. And so right now, Bitcoin is about to breach the all-time high, and what I would expect to happen is something similar. Now, Bitcoin usually runs first, and the dominance could stay upwards of 50% for an extended period of time while Bitcoin sees the rally upwards of, $60, $70, $80,000. And then if we see Bitcoin cool off, I would expect the dominance to start turning around and for Bitcoin's dominance to come down to like 40, then 30%. And then when that starts to happen, that's when the altcoins will catch up. And we could see something like this play out where Total 2, which is the entire crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, so Ethereum and every single other altcoin, breaks the all-time high, and we start coming upwards of $2, potentially even $3 trillion before we start the next bear market, because this bull run is completely different than the last bull run, guys. As you know, the last bull run was fueled by, the CARES Act, Donald Trump signing that into law, a few $1 trillion going into stimulus checks for retail investors. And where were they putting that money? They were putting it into the crypto market because they weren't working a job. They were sitting at home. They were buying meme coins. They were buying altcoins. And that's what caused the rally upwards of $1.7 trillion from all the way down at $36 billion. This time around, we're talking about hedge funds, portfolio capital companies, massive institutions like BlackRock that have trillions of dollars, tens of trillions of dollars in assets under management. And now they're given the green light to go into the space and buy Bitcoin. So we're not just talking about $2 trillion of stimulus money being funneled into the market. We're talking about tens of trillions of dollars the next few years coming into this industry. And right now, we're only at $2.6 trillion. The stock market is what? Nearly $100 trillion. So the stock market is past its prime. Crypto is the next wave of investing. And Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, is saying this, and he's defending crypto now. So what do you guys think is going to happen to a project like FLOKI? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think this project is going to absolutely crush it this bull run. And that's why I'm putting it above Shiba Inu in terms of risk to reward ratio. So if you guys found this video helpful, give it a like, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to bullrunners.com if you want to get instant access to our free top 10 meme coin checklist to discover the next 100x crypto. All you have to do is click the button on the page, put in your best email address. You'll be instantly subscribed to our daily video newsletter. You'll get access to our private Telegram group to see our top altcoins first before we make these videos about them. And also you'll be notified when we launch our crypto education platform, because we like to give you the best information to help you prepare for the worst that's yet to come in this economy, because the spending power of the dollar is going to keep going down in value. That's a fact based on inflation, blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, artificial intelligence, gaming, and meme coins are going up in interest. That's the truth. And together, we're going camping on the beaches of the moon. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com. God bless. As always, stay bullish.